Alright, I need more poisonous hamsters. I think that's mostly all I have left. And there's one up here. It's kind of difficult because the lower level monsters are kind of mixed in with the higher level monsters on this map. Alright. And my pet just leveled up. That's pretty good. Alright, just one more. Okay, and my job level increased. I'm actually at 18, level 18 job already. So only 2 more until I can use the first specialist. But I actually need 3 more combat levels before I can get the first specialist. So yeah. I was thinking about how I'm going to upgrade. You cannot enter when you're in combat. I'm not in combat. I was thinking about how I'm going to upgrade my cards once I get them, my specialist cards. Oh no. This time space is a little rough, but it should be okay. Basically, I think I'm going to upgrade my first specialist card quite a bit, just because it's one of my favorites. If I was a mage or archer, I would definitely consider saving my money and maybe spending it on something else, and then upgrading one of my cards later in the game. But I think Warrior, which is this first specialist card for Swordsman, is definitely a good one. Probably one of the best Swordsman cards there are. And it's definitely one of my favorites, so probably going to just upgrade it when I can. And then that's what I'll probably spend quite a bit of money on. I'd like to get it to +9, would be great. I also, at this point, I need to start thinking about resistances. Alright, and I'll talk about that in a second. Basically, the way this time space works is you have to go to certain areas of the time space in a certain order. And the top right is the first room, I believe. The second room is on the left, top left. And then the third one is on the far right. And then the fourth one, I believe, is up the middle. And then you go back to, after you do the middle, you go back to the room where we started, or close to that room. And there's a room that was locked there, and that will be unlocked. Kind of difficult and a pain to remember, but I've done this so many times that I kind of remembered where to go. Alright, so like I was saying, I need to think about resistances. I'd love to combine my own. That would be nice. I know the level 45 resistances are pretty good, so that's definitely what I'm going to be going for. I just don't know. I guess I should focus on those right away. After I buy, I need to think about my priorities here. I'd say probably a mount is my first priority right now. Maybe if I can find a cheap costume that's pretty good. I think the Auto Fox, I think that's what it's called. The Auto Fox costume, it used to be pretty cheap. I don't think it is anymore. But I'm going to check the price on that and see if I can get it for a reasonable price. If not, what I'll do is I will, what will I do? I will probably skip the costume just because I technically already have a costume that's helping me out some. So I would skip that and then maybe move on to resistances. I'd probably buy that special pet food for my pet if it's not very expensive. But then I would probably work on resistances at that point. Like I said, the level 45 resistances are pretty good. Unfortunately, I might not get the recipe drops to create those until later levels, which means I'll have to buy pretty much everything, which means it's going to be expensive. And I know I said I wasn't going to take any help from any of my other accounts, but what I think I'm going to do is once I get to the PTS or party time space levels, I'm probably going to use my main account to complete the time space, just because it's a pretty difficult one, and I think at my level it would be pretty tough. Well, at the lowest level, which is 45, it would be pretty tough. So I think it's worth it just for me to go through the time space, and I don't know if that's really cheating exactly, because it is a party time space, which means you do it with other people, and the idea is that you would find a higher level that would be able to help you through the time space. And that's basically what I'm doing, except I would be using my own account, because why would I find some other higher level when I could just do it myself? Because I would make more money if I just do it myself. But I'm not going to transfer the rewards from my other accounts to this one. I'm just going to keep the rewards that I get from this account, which I think are still pretty good, so that should definitely be a good moneymaker. By the time I'm level 55, I should have a pretty good amount of money, although I'll probably be spending quite a bit of it on upgrading my card and creating resistances. So yeah. Alright, back to Jericho. Let's see what he has us do. Probably kill these training dummies. Yep. So yeah, let's just take a look here at how tough these are. I have to kill 30 of them. They're not that tough with my pet. It's doing 800 to 1,000 damage per hit, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to go kill all of these things, and I will come back when I'm finished. Alright, we're back, and technically it's the next day, which means I can get a Nostale item. Let's see what we get. I also bought the special pet food for my pet. It was way cheaper than I thought. It was about 7,000 gold, maybe 8,000. But yeah, definitely worth it. I guess I just use it. Yep. So it says the pet can collect items from now on, which is great. This increases my specialist points, which is going to be good, but I don't have a specialist at the moment. We're actually getting pretty close to that point. So that'll be good. I can walk through the time space for a video, which will be good. I just have to kill one last one of these training stakes. It actually doesn't take that long if you have a good pet. Alright, so now he gave us a time-space piece, which means we need to do it. And I believe this is a solo time space, so you can't do it with a party or anything. And this should be pretty easy since I have my pet. So far, not too bad. And my pet's automatically picking up items, which is already nice. Alright. Beat the enemies. These are extremely easy. I think we have to do 3 of these time spaces in a row. And I think the enemies get a little bit stronger as it goes on. But this should be really easy. I think I'm a few levels above what I need to be for this quest. So yeah, that's also a plus. One thing I need to buy is I want to buy a bunch of tarot cards. The lover ones are only like 1,500 to 2,000 a piece, and they help a lot. So I'd like to have just like 5 or 10 of them in my inventory just to have in case I need them for anything. I can just use them while I'm doing quests. Alright, so we did the time space. Now we move on to the next one. And we're almost level 34, which means 2 levels until I get my specialist card. That's the thing I've been waiting for so long. Alright. My level increased 2 more job levels, almost down to 1 job level. So that's good. I would still like to farm for some more small beans and do some more QB seal time spaces. Although the seals themselves are not selling very well. I had to lower the price because some people put them in for lower. I think I put them in at 160,000. And I may even have to lower them more than that. Alright. Again, this is super easy. My pet kills them in 2 hits. Alright. And I don't know. I'd like to go back to Calvin at some point. And I don't know. Kind of seems like a waste to get more skills and upgrade them, because I'll just be using my specialist card. I'll very rarely be outside of a specialist card. Alright. But I can still get the basic, I don't know what they're called, like the passive abilities or whatever they are. Increase your health by a little amount, or your mana by a little amount. Oh, looks like we just have to sit here in this one and wait for the enemies to respawn. Wow, my XP is going up pretty quick, so we should hit 36 pretty soon. I think I need to put these other QB seals in the Nos Bazaar as well. I think what I'll probably... I'm still thinking I'm gonna buy a mount first, just to make it quicker and easier to move around, and it just makes the quests faster. I would like to probably upgrade at Calvin some of those passive abilities that I said about. After that, probably costume, which I don't know. I don't hate the costume I have now. I mean, the effects are not that bad. I always like the bushtail set because of the blackout. But light resistance is kind of useless. And max HP is not that great. I mean, I guess it's pretty good. I guess the idea here is I take most of the damage. My pet does most of the damage to the enemies. And Bob just kind of sits there and doesn't do anything. I could get a specialist card for him, which I thought about, but I think it's just not worth the money for right now. I'd like to get a Ragnar, I think it's called, or something like that. They have a healing ability, I believe. So eventually that would be good. I don't actually know which partner can use that. Actually, I don't know. Is Ragnar the partner? I think it is. Something like that. And it has a specialist card that has a healing ability, which would be nice. Alright, that may have been the last ones. Yep, looks like it. Nope. Of course. These are a little tougher, but still no problem for my pet. And now I believe we have to fight Jericho after we kill some of these monsters. I need to... Ooh, that's good. I need to clean out some of my inventory. Oh, that's pretty easy. My pet does so much damage. I need to clear out my this part of my inventory. I think most of this is junk. I don't think I need much in this inventory. I like to keep the food and stuff, like I said, just so I can make snacks like hamburgers.